Hi, I'm Laura Ingle for Fox 411. All right, he is the frontman of the heavy metal band Twisted Sister, and now Dee Snider is set to put his own spin on Shakespeare in a new Broadway production, and he's going to tell us all about it. The show is a comedic take on Shakespeare's so-called worst play and opened to previews last night. Dee, along with his son Shane, who's also involved in this, are here to talk about the new venture. Hey, guys.
Hello there.
And let's not leave Chiron out.
Yes. I was going to ask you, yes, and we also have one of the puppets here, or a character. Yes. Who is this?
I'm Chiron. I'm one of the villains in Titus Andronicus. You know, I'm a murderer, a head severer, a tongue ripper outerer, if you will.
Gotcha. All right. So
a lot of fun.
It's a good time for the whole family if they love having nightmares.
Now, for people who are true Snider fans of the Snider family, we know that you guys have a lot of different ventures. So we obviously know you, Dee, from seeing you with Twisted Sister,
yes.
And your side solo projects as well.
Yes.
And you have a lot of theater, a lot of love for the theater. But let's talk specifically about the puppet, the name of the show, the puppets, why you got involved, and what this is all about.
Well, the troupe is called the Puppet Shakespeare Players, and the show is Puppet Titus Andronicus. Yep. Shakespeare's first work, considered to be his worst, the most brutal, the most violent, very Quentin Tarantino-esque.
So metal.
And metal. And some people say, what's the connection between it's very Spinal Tap, me and puppets? But I mean, what's more metal than murder and mayhem? You know, I mean,
nothing.
Like,
I think that's at the core of all metal: is death, skulls, dismemberment, all the big D words: death, dismemberment, decapitation, dentists, you know, all that stuff.
All right. So whose idea was it? Who approached who to get this going?
Well, the Shane and two of his good buddies, AJ Cote and Ryan Wrinkle, went to school together. And they developed this Puppet Shakespeare's Players concept, started doing little, very off-Broadway shows and productions. And when I saw it for the first time, I was taken with that it just sort of made Shakespeare way more accessible to the masses. You know, my line is, if you love Shakespeare, you will like Puppet Shakespeare. If you hate Shakespeare, you'll love Puppet Shakespeare. Because I don't like Shakespeare, and it made me understand it, and it made it fun. And, you know, the truth is that Shakespeare wrote this stuff for the masses. It's only as time went on, as the years passed, that it became very highbrow and hoity-toity and stiff. People used to bring a picnic lunch and watch a show. It was in the common tongue.
They would get very drunk. They would get very, very drunk during those shows. Yeah, you know, Shakespeare today, it's all hoity-toity. Everyone's trying to, oh, look at my acting chops. Oh, look at this look at me recite this poem. No, it's mostly jokes, let's be honest. And it's about drinking and getting murdered, and it's a big spectacle play. Titus is about spraying blood on the first 3 rows.
Yeah, it's like a Gallagher experience.
Yeah, but if a Gallagher's watermelon was someone's head.
And for metal fans, maybe a little gore in there too, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So, Shane, okay, so you have some comedy chops, obviously, and you have been doing a lot of different projects as well. So what is you've done some shows, you've done some comedy shows here in New York and abroad.
Yeah, I've been doing stand-up comedy for 8 years. I was part of Caroline Comedy's Club, the Breakout Comedy Artist Series. And me and my brother co-wrote a short film called Fool's Day that's still touring festivals internationally.
21 major awards. It's up for Academy Award consideration in 2015.
Wow.
Yeah. Congrats. Yeah, and he's a UCB improv guy as well, so yeah, he's got a lot of comedy.
So a family affair. How great is it for you guys to work together?
Oh, it's wonderful. We've been doing so much stuff, and I mean, the reality shows are the most apparent. But we were talking about Mac the Knife. I, touched myself in that video.
Right.
For some reason, he asked me to do that. And how do you tell your dad no? I'm not. I won't.
So you
touch
direct.
Myself.
Actually,
I think Cody told me to do that.
His brother is a director.
Yeah.
But we've got a production company, and it is amazing to get the chance to work with your offspring. Something one day, hopefully, you'll experience, because it's the coolest thing in the world. To you raise them, and then you see them go off on their own, and then to be able to assist them, and just back their passion. And for Shane, so you go to comedy, you go acting, and then writing, and he never thought of puppeteering. And then they got asked to join the troupe, and it just sort of brought together all of his abilities into an amazing show.
And you're actually, I mean, on the bill it says Dee Snider and Puppet Shakespeare Players present. So you are very much a part of this. Your wife Suzette also involved?
Costumes. She's doing the wardrobe for the show.
Nice.
We all contribute any way we can. I mean, and you know, and everybody's, the other guys' parents, AJ's and Ryan's, they're financially supportive and just on a business level. It's a family affair, and it's a great thing. And again, it's supporting the passion of your offspring. And but the show itself, conceptually, I mean, the next step is Broadway if this goes great. And it's the beauty of it is if you like the Puppet Shakespeare players, you could see Titus now. 6 months from now, you can come and see Romeo and Juliet.
That's amazing. And really quick, I want to get to the other project that you have, the Rock and Roll Christmas Tale. That is coming up later in the year in Chicago. Also another Broadway play type experience.
Yeah. People who were wondering, like, I'll say, how does heavy metal and Twisted Sister and Broadway, how does that work? What about the makeup and costumes in the Scream musical theater?
Right.
So yeah, I wrote a musical called The Rock and Roll Christmas Tale, story of a struggling heavy metal band who sell their soul to the devil but find the magic of Christmas instead.
Oh.
And we have backing. We're launching in Chicago, Broadway in Chicago. Opens up November 4th, closes January 4th, and hopefully coming to Broadway in 2015, and then everywhere after that.
I guess you don't have, I mean, you can't pick a favorite kid, you can't pick a favorite project between Twisted Sister, your solo career, Puppets, theater, or can you?
Well,
I'm the favorite kid.
That's
yes,
obvious.
Chiron is the favorite kid, and as far as that stuff goes, it's always the newest thing I'm working on.
Right.
I'm much more interested. I'd much rather show you something that hasn't sold anything, but it's my newest passion. I'm proud of my past, and it's wonderful, and I'm lucky to have it. But I'd much rather say this is the newest thing. This is the newest thing, Puppet Shakespeare. So that's my favorite thing right now.
All right, very good. And people can still watch you rockin' and get to your website and find out about all of your projects.
Yeah, twistedsister.com, DeeSnider.com. Just go there, you'll find everything, and I just thank my fans for being as understanding as they've been, because I am all over the place.
And they follow you, as we see in the shows and in the productions, that people show up and they want to know what you're up to, because you are extremely creative, very funny, talented, and you make great kids.
Yes.
Oh, you
and actually, I know what my favorite kids are now. My grandkids.
Oh,
I've got grandkids. They're my
grandfather,
favorite.
wow.
You built me up so you could smash me back down again.
All right, you guys, Dee Snider and Shane, thank you so much for being here. We always love to have you. Come by anytime. And for more on the show, you want to check out puppetshakespeare.org. I'm Laura Ingle. Thanks so much for watching.